Yes, good afternoon. Uh, we're going to look at current topics in round-robin CPU scheduling techniques. With the current research, recent years round-robin scheduling techniques have been a subject of ongoing research and development with several current topics of interest. In this presentation, we are going to look at the most current techniques in round-robin CPU scheduling techniques. So we are going to look at the current topics in round-robin CPU scheduling, a brief overview of round-robin scheduling techniques, the importance of ongoing research, and then the main key purpose of this presentation, which is to look at the current trends in CPU scheduling techniques. We start with dynamic time quantum adjustment. One of the main principles of round-robin scheduling techniques is to use a time quantum whereby each process is given a time quantum, and the main problem is the choice of this time quantum. It can be static or it can be dynamic. In static time quantum, every process is given a fixed time quantum and it has to run for that time quantum before it is interrupted. In dynamic, the time quantum changes for every phase. So the dynamic time quantum have been found to be a very useful and more advantageous for operating system designers. To improve on it also, you can adjust the time quantum dynamically because one of the major problem is the issue of context switching. When you stop a process, you have to save the state of the process in the process control block, and then when you want to resume the execution of the process, you have to read from the process control block. This saving and reading from the process control block is an overhead. So if you choose a time quantum whereby your time quantum is so small, is less than the amount of time you spend in writing into the process control block and reading in the process control block, if why not the operating system would be spending more time doing overhead in reading and saving from the process control block than actually running the main process. So one way to guard against this is to make a dynamic time quantum, and you adjust based on this. For example, you have a time quantum of 5 and you have a process that have maybe a burst time of 6 time unit. If you run it for 5, you interrupt it, it remains only just 1 time unit, and the overhead in reading and saving would be much more. So you can adjust your time quantum to reach 6 in the case of this process and run it for 6 and save the time of doing the context switching. That is the advantages and benefits of the adaptive approach. The example is the one I gave. The potential applications for this and the impact on system performance, it will reduce the overall context switching that you may have to be performing if you do not use this technique. Another recent area that round robin has found itself is priority based. We can mix priority based scheduling technique with round robin and integrate it into the scheduling process. For certain applications, they will be of high priority, and it is important to prioritize such processes. So there is advantages of prioritizing processes in round robin. You can take this advantage by integrating priority into round robin scheduling techniques. The challenges with priority is obviously starvation. There is problem of starvation. If you continuously prioritize taking high priority processes, the lower priority processes will going to suffer. So what designers do mostly is to also apply a concept of aging, whereby a process with lower priority is age as time goes. So for every time base, you increase the priority of a process, such that a time will come when it will be a process with the highest priority, such that the operating system will select that particular process. Energy aware round robin techniques. This is another area that is uh, attracting attention in recent years. With the growing concern about energy consumption and sustainability, there is interest in developing energy-aware scheduling techniques, including those that are based on round-robin scheduling algorithm. Researchers may be investigating approaches to minimize the energy usage by dynamically adjusting the parameters and leveraging the power management features in modern processes. And lastly, the fault tolerance and reliability. This is also used in round robin scheduling techniques. The fault tolerance can play a role. Round robin scheduling can play a role in fault tolerant systems by ensuring continued operation even in the presence of failure, which is the main objective of fault tolerance. Recent research may explore techniques for fault detection, then you isolate, and when you recover, you reintegrate. So the recovery within the round robin based scheduling framework aiming to enhance system reliability and resilience. These are some of the few most recent techniques in round robin scheduling. Thank you very much.